everyone! Welcome to my video this afternoon. My name's Hannah and I'm so pleased to be joining you all today for our live video for all of our new releases that are coming this week. Let me just join this video into Clan Oscha. And perfect! So I've joined the video into our group Clan Oscha, which is our community Facebook group. So if you're not a part of Clan Oscha already, then do come and join us there, and you can join in all of our chatter with our staff here at Oscha Slings and also all of our customers. So do say hello when you've joined the video this afternoon. I'm going to be reviewing both of our new releases this week, Starry Aura and Victoriana Vintage. So I can't wait to tell you all about the blends of these slings, the look, the feel, the wrapping qualities for carrying your baby, and yeah, we'll just have some lovely chatter. So let me know if you have any questions at all about these slings as I go through, or any other queries you might have about Oscha and what we're up to at the moment. So I'm going to kick off with Starry Aura this afternoon. So this incredible wrap is just so gorgeous in its colourways, and it's really mesmerising to look at. So some of you may be familiar with or think you might be familiar with the colours, because it's actually woven on our on our Matrix Aura warp, which is the sunset warp that was created by one of our pre-order groups many years ago, Polish pre-order group. And it goes from this gorgeous kind of summer sunset, peachy top rail down into a lovely kind of turquoise through at the bottom, and it passes through, you can see it a little bit more on this side, passes through lovely magenta tones in the middle and tealy tones towards the bottom of the wrap. So we've woven this one in our Willow Spree and our Matrix Aura, so if you're interested in this colourway then you should definitely check those ones out online. And then we've also combined this with our Rainbow Weft. So we've got these different 4-colour rainbow colour going all the way along the length of the fabric. And so whenever they cross over with the different warp yarns, you get a whole other burst of colour. So we've actually chosen the opposite side as our front-facing side to what we did with Matrix Aura. But of course, if you're carrying your little one, you can decide whichever side you want to go with, and you can do a carry that's going to complement that well. So I thought it might be fun to show you the the Andaluz rainbow that we have, just so that you can get a comparison of what the rainbow colours actually are going across the sling. So this is the Rainbow Weft, which is on an ecru warp. So those exact colours are actually going all the way across this sling, believe it or not. So I'm going to pop this one on and I'll tell you a little bit more about the blend. But do let me know if you've got any questions at all about it. But we had a lot of fun playing with this new release. I've certainly had a lot of fun playing with it this afternoon, getting ready for the video, because the colours are just exquisite. And whichever sort of angle you're looking at them, or if you're in a slightly different light, then they pick up all the different colours as well. So it's really fun to play with this one. So I thought I would do a front wrap cross carry with a Poppins finish, so that we could see some of the reverse. So lovely to see you all join me today. Do let me know if you've got any questions or comments. Let me know which sling you prefer. I'll just get my baby. Okay, so those of you who are familiar with our other similar slings that we've brought out recently, so the Andaluz or the Sea Salt Rainbow, the Sea Salt Cosmic or the Andaluz Rainbow that we have here, then you may be familiar with the Matrix Aura as well. You may be familiar with the blend, but I'll go over that anyway as I'm tying this in place. So just make sure I'm taking my underneath side first. So that's this side. So the weft blend is a blended hemp and cotton weft blend. So the entire blend of this one is 58% BCI cotton, which is Better Cotton Initiative, and 25% cotton and 17% hemp. So there's a little bit of hemp in the weft, which really adds strength and durability to the sling. So I'm just going to pin that pass down in between my knees, pull this one along, show you all those lovely colours, and then I'm going to hold the tension, pulling everything nice and neatly across my back. So this is a really nice alternative to a front wrap cross carry if you are really familiar with a front wrap cross carry but want to try a fancy finish. Then I would recommend this one as a good starting place. So I'm just going to go under my shoulder pass here, and I'm going to flip the sling so that you can see the reverse going back along. So the hemp blend will need a little bit of breaking in, but we've got a great video on YouTube which tells you all about breaking in, gives you a little bit of a tutorial, and I was thinking as well as part of this video at the end I might just give you a little summary of that because it's really a beautiful way to get your sling ready for baby wearing. So I'm just bringing that all around, and you can then see the reverse of the fabric. And I think with this little baby I'm actually just going to tie it over the knee, but you could also go under. And then I'm taking that one round, making sure little legs are out. And I'll just tie in a double knot at the back. So I'm using a size 6 sling here. I could also use actually think a smaller size, a size 5 would be better, so definitely a base size for this one. So there we go. So that's my double knot. I could potentially get away with base size -1, maybe a size 4. And that's the Starry Night Aura in front wrap cross carry with a Poppins finish. And you can see all those stunning colours all the way over. So this blend is going to be great for all ages really. Up into toddlerhood, you know, you're going to have lots of strength from the hemp, and hemp is one of our favourite yarns to use. It's a sustainably grown fibre, and it is really wonderful for giving you a nice grippy strong carry. So it glides well. There's a good amount of cotton in there. This pattern is fairly glidey as well, and then it really is grippy once it stays in place. So I would definitely say this one is a good all-rounder, and it's great for all climates. You know, it's breathable, it's natural, super easy care if you're wearing it in the summer months. I would definitely say hemp is a winner for warmer weather as well. So let me just see if there's any comments or anything else you'd like me to show you. Alison says, oh, the reverse side. I know, it's so lovely being able to choose when you're carrying in the wrap, you can really decide. And also I should mention that I've gone with the peachy tone at the top here. This is the top side that we've decided is the top rail. So if you are going for a carrier, it will show you the top rail with that colour. But you could of course just flip it over and have the blue rail at the top, and that would be equally gorgeous. Maybe if you're a slightly more blue toned person. It's just lovely. So nice to have you all here. Suzanne says, oh, it's so stunning, gotta have this. It is, it's a lovely summer bright wrap. Perfect for the summer months. Hi Viv. Lovely to see everyone. Hi Julie. Nice to have you with us this afternoon. Hi Patika. Lovely. And Andrea says, whoa, that's pretty. Hi Catherine. Hi Andrea. Lovely to have you all here. And Pam says, I couldn't miss this one. I thought you might be here, Pam. Lovely, great. Well, do let me know if you have any questions at all, and I will absolutely love to answer those. Good question. Sharon, what the GSM is. So the GSM of this one is 285. So it's a really good all-rounder in terms of carrying little babies up until toddlerhood. You know, if you wanted to go for carrying a slightly heavier baby, then you might want to do a double layer carry. This is actually a triple layer carry. You can see 1, 2, 3 layers. So certainly newborn, you could go with a front wrap cross carry, nice and easy with that one. But certainly for carrying a heavier toddler, you can go up a layer, but it is really strong because it does have the hemp blend in it. Yua says, stop making new wraps. I know, unfortunately that is our job, so it's a little bit hard to stop making new wraps. But we do try to have variety. We have had a lot of rainbow colours at the moment, and I promise you we've got something different coming in the next few weeks. So I know that we all love a rainbow here at Oscha, but it can be difficult to choose. Iona is saying it's gorgeous, blend in GSM, I'm so late. You can watch the video back. It's a cotton blend with a little bit of hemp, and it's a really nice medium weight sling. So that's lovely. Oh, Laura's asking what colours will the Pinatex be in the Alia bags? Oh, that's a really interesting question. I'll come back to you on that because I want to check with Tracy, our production manager, and Carmen, our designer as well, and just double check to see what the colours will be, but this will make a stunning Alia bag. Absolutely. So I'll take this one off just now, and I will show you the Victoriana vintage next. So I will just take this off, and I thought at the end as well I'll show you a little bit of a trick in terms of breaking in the hemp blend. I'll show you that at the end. Okay, so this is our Victoriana vintage, which we have been chatting about in Clan Oscha this past week. So I'm going to try and bring it nice and close to you so that you can see those gorgeous colours and all the kind of flecks of colour pops coming along the yarn. So this is a brand new yarn that we are using for this sling, and I'm going to first of all show you a little knot, and I'll put it on in a wee minute or two. So it's woven on an ecru warp in our lovely Victoriana pattern, and then it has a knitted tubular weft yarn. So that's where the really interesting thing is coming. So hopefully you can see these nice close-ups here. So we have this lovely chunky rainbow printed tubular yarn, and it's actually a knitted tube. So if you can imagine a sock or something that's knitted with a tube like that, that's what it is in very miniature form. So there's air in between, in the middle of the tube. So that adds a really lovely cushiness, a sponginess to the fabric. So it's going to be really comfortable for carrying toddlers or heavier children, really cushy and soft on your shoulders. And what we've also done to loosen up, because as you can imagine, the tubular yarn itself is quite chunky. So what we've actually done is we've alternated it with a couple of finer yarns. So finer yarns at the same kind of weight that we would use in our other slings. So with this one, we've got a lovely orange cotton that goes across, and you can maybe see it only when you're looking at it very close up. And then we have a purple tencel, and the tencel just adds a lovely extra bit of glide so that it's easy to tie, it's more malleable, it's got a lovely, lovely drape, and that drape is coming from those kind of alternating finer yarns. So we've really kind of opened up the weave with those extra sort of alternating thick and thin yarns. So that's how we've achieved a wearable, you know, slightly more all-rounder sling with the tubular yarn. Now some of you may have seen a similar tubular yarn that we had prototyped recently called, it was a Sea Salt Cloudy Day, and that one's slightly different. I don't have it here just now, but it's slightly different. It actually has extra yarn along inside the tube. And I think there was a small error made in our newsletter that we sent out on Monday, where we had written that this yarn also has those extra yarns in the middle, and that's not the case for this one. So I just wanted to clarify that, so that in case anyone was feeling confused. So overall you get this really lovely kind of natty feel, you know, kind of natural feel from kind of far away. Our tester Cara said it almost looks like lace, and I can completely see what she means. When it's a little bit further away, you just see that lovely kind of texture of the Victoriana subtly going over the rainbow flecks. And then once you get closer, you see those lovely multicolours. And interestingly, with the yarn, it's actually printed with the multicolour colours, the rainbow colours, which almost gives a kind of confetti look. So those of you who love the confetti tussa silk, this is a kind of a way of getting that lovely texture and colour, well, not the texture but the colour, over without the luxurious qualities of silk. So I'm just popping it into front wrap cross carry so you can see how it carries, and I'll tell you a little bit more about the wrapping qualities, but first of all I'd love to see what these comments are. So let me see. So Pam is saying, how about Matrix Champagne? That's without the finer yarn alternating. So probably chunkier than the Victoriana. Yes, Pam, I'm not actually 100% sure what the Matrix Champagne looks like off the top of my head. But it would be good. I'll go and check. I'll check our prototype information and I'll get back to you after the call. After the video. So yes, but certainly I would imagine if it doesn't have the alternating finer yarns, then it's going to feel more chunky. I'm guessing that's the little scrap piece that you have, Pam, that I think you have at home. Freya says, is this Easy Care wash and dry? Yes, so it actually is Easy Care. So you can pop this one in the machine. So just popping it in at a 30 degrees, gentle cycle, as you would with any of your cotton Oscha wraps, and it'll be absolutely fine. It's a really Easy Care blend, so you don't need to worry about that at all. So it's going to be good for messy toddlers or for wearing all the time. I know that our tester Cara had said that she loves this one because it is Easy Care, and she was also saying that the overall colour and the look of the sling, you know, you could easily dress it up, you know, if you're going to a fancy occasion like a wedding or something, but you could also wear it for everyday use. And I completely agree, and I think that the fact that it's Easy Care really helps with that as well. So I'm just going to tighten this up. Now, of course, the Victoriana pattern doesn't really have a sort of overpowering right and wrong side in terms of its pattern. So you do see a little bit of a difference on the back. You'll see a little bit more of the weft coming through there. But certainly you could decide to wear it inside out, or if you're doing a kind of fancy finish or something, then it's all going to look quite similar, which is a nice feature. So you can see on my shoulder it does feel really nice and soft there, and Cara was saying that it works really well over a sort of bunched pass. So if you're doing a front wrap cross carry or maybe a ruck with a toddler, she was saying that it's really lovely and comfortable, because when you have those layers of cushioning with the tubular yarn, it feels super comfy on your shoulder. And it also means that it can be a really good one for carrying toddlers with a single layer carry. So if you like a ruck, for example, with a toddler, then this is a really, really good option, because it means that you get the support and you get the cushiness together, basically. So if you wanted to carry a heavier toddler in this sling, I would say it would be a really good option. It has a really nice balance of grip and glide. It's kind of easy to tighten, I'm just sorting my top out there. There we are. So that's certainly something that Cara mentioned as well. She tried it out with her 22-month-old, and she was saying that it, you know, for a wrap that is actually 350 GSM, so it's quite a heavy wrap on the surface, you know, in terms of just looking at the wrap itself. But once you combine that with the slightly finer yarns going across the weft, you do get a lovely glide, and it's easy to tighten. So she said it's quite a forgiving sling in the way that you can actually sort of retighten as you go, and if you don't have the best wrap job technique, it's not going to be a problem for tying. So I've just done a double knot there at the back of my front wrap cross carry, and there you go. So let me just see if there's some other comments. I think a few things have come in. Lovely. Okay, do let me know if you've got anything else that you're looking to ask about this one. Freya saying you're a little bit late this afternoon. Don't worry, you can watch the rest of the video afterwards. But do let me know if you have any questions. So Jordan is saying, oh, chunky. Yes, so it is quite a chunky wrap. I would say that, you know, it's probably not my first choice for a newborn, let's put it that way. Certainly from kind of 3-4 months up, then I would say it's going to be a better fit. And that's just really so that you don't get a lot of bulk under baby's legs. So really for this age of doll, you know, you could go with a Lexi twist so that you're kind of tying a little bit further down, and that way you won't kind of push out underneath baby's legs. So I'll just show you that quickly. So, you know, you'd want to do a couple of twists underneath and then take that pass back round and tie a double knot at the bottom. So that's definitely a good way to wear it if you are trying it with a smaller baby, even a kind of 3-month-old, that sort of thing. But yeah, I would say definitely go with a slightly older one for this carry, but it's going to be perfect for heavier babies and for toddlers as well. Lovely. So do let me know if you've got any other comments on this one. Okay, perfect. So this will be available tomorrow evening from 7:30. Let's see. Thank you, Pam, for helping. Tara says, I absolutely love the Victoriana. It's a really unusual, it's the very first time that we've ever used this yarn, and it's also the first time that we've used, you know, created something of this look. So having that lovely kind of ecru warp with a sort of majority ecru weft with those rainbow flecks. So it's a really special one. I'll take it off and show you a little bit closer again so that you can see that. It's really, really nice. And yeah, so I'd say that it, you know, because of its GSM, you know, it may be a little bit hot for very, very warm climates, but I don't think it would be, you know, it's certainly not too warm. It doesn't have wool in it, and it also, you know, is very easy care, as I said. So if you're using it with a single layer carry, then, you know, you only have one fabric over you and your baby anyway. But certainly if you're living in a very warm climate and you're looking for a summer sling, you know, it may be a little bit on the hot side for that. So there we go. So this one is definitely possible to use straight from the bag as well, you know, as soon as it arrives. This one is brand new that I have here, and it was certainly very easy to tie and wear. But of course, like all of our slings, they will soften up even more with use. And on the subject of softening up, I just wanted to show you. We had a few questions recently because we've had quite a few hemp blends being released recently. I just wanted to show you our quick technique for breaking the slings in. So I'm just going to tie a knot at the end here, and I'm going to, as I tie it, I'm going to leave a bit extra, like a hole, like this. So that's the end, and then I've got a bit of a knot, and instead of pulling it completely tight, I've left it quite loose, and I'm making a kind of loop so that I can fit my hand through. And then I'm going to grab hold of the rest of the sling and pull it through. Actually, I think that's right. Make sure I've got the right bit. Helps if I've got the right bit. Pull it, so I've got the knot like that, and then if I pull this bit, it makes another loop, and then pull all the way through so that you're getting every time you do the same thing. So pulling that through so it's a loop, hand in, grab the next piece, pull it all the way through, and so on. And then as you go along with your new sling, you get this really beautiful braid, and at the same time this friction of moving the fabric through the loops and moving it all around, it kind of agitates the fibres next to one another. And as you do that, it's the same as washing and wearing, sitting on your sling, pulling it through. You can pull them through rings if you've got rings for fancy finishes. And as you go, you start to kind of break the yarns in, so it becomes really nice and comfy, and you also get this brilliant braid of colour. So it's super quick and super easy, and I would say that's a really lovely way to break in your woven wrap, and it also just looks really pretty. And then when you're ready to pull it back out, all you need to do is undo your knot, and then when you're ready, you just pull it along. And again, oops, I've done 2 knots at the end there, which wasn't really ideal. I'll start at the other side. So once you're ready, you just pull along, start at the same end you finished on. That was my mistake. Pull it all the way along, and again that rhythm of pulling the fibres against each other all the way through will help to break in your sling. So there we go. So both of the slings are going to be available tomorrow evening at 7:30 BST, around British Summer Time now, and you'll be able to join in with our Secret Stash happy hour, which is from 7 until 8 PM tomorrow evening, where we have lots of chatter, fun treasure totes and giveaway items, and fun voucher giveaways and things like that. So if you're looking to join in with our release evening, then come join us then. And otherwise, join us on Clan Oscha, and we'd love to chat with you more. So I'm just going to see if there's any last questions before we finish up. Okay, so Tara's asking, will this be made to order, maybe good for a courier? Yes, both of them will be made to order, and you'll be able to order any of our wraps or accessory items, so any of our carriers or accessory items tomorrow from our made to order. We will have wraps and ring slings available to order, that are ready made, and then we do have the made to order listing as well, so definitely you can order a courier there if you want to. Lovely. Perfect. Pam is saying, can we have a Misty Mountains in this please? The contrast would be really interesting with the natty wrap and the colourful weft. Yes, so this is the very This is the only one we have coming at the moment, but we absolutely would love to hear your thoughts on any other patterns you might like in the future, and we can see about weaving some more. And obviously we'd love to hear your reviews of this new yarn as well, and then we can definitely bring it back in the future. It's a really lovely discovery. So Freya's saying, is it possible to tie with one knot? We wouldn't ever recommend tying with just one knot, and that's just for safety purposes. Obviously you can you know, do what you feel is comfortable and what you would want to do with your little one, but certainly we would always recommend to double knot any of your slings or wraps. But there are some options that you can do where it's kind of twisted rather than knotted, so you could have a look at that as well. But certainly unfortunately our advice is always a double knot, but you can play around with it and see what you think. Will there be other colours made with tubular? Yes, I think we're just about to look at some other colours in the winter, so you should definitely keep an eye on those. We don't have anything too soon that's coming up, but certainly we do have other options coming, and we're thinking about combining it with grad, so a warp grad as well, so not just having it with the simple ecru. So there's definitely options. It feels like a real winner in terms of the blend, so I think it will be something that we will be bringing back, particularly for bigger kids and toddlers. So there we go. Thank you all so much for watching this afternoon, and if any other questions come to mind, feel free to pop them there, or you can ask me in Clan Oscha, and I will find out a couple of those answers to the questions that I wasn't too sure about. So I'll do that just now. Thanks so much for watching everyone, and can't wait to chat to you all again soon.